Hello?
Hello?
Did you hear the count? I did the countdown this time.
No, I actually heard it this time. I was just fucking around.
Okay.
Welcome back to Freckles and the Fro. I'm the
I'm the
Fro.
Freckles. Oh, see, now we're saying it at the same time.
No, I did it first.
So, are you the Fro?
I am the Fro.
Okay, then I'm Freckles.
Yes. We've
Sheesh.
established that in the previous episode.
Well,
We've been
sometimes.
doing the same thing every time.
Well, sometimes they need a reminder, man.
Alright, well, I'm the Fro, and you're the Freckles, and this is Freckles and the Fro.
Okay, but that's who we are. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
This is episode. Hold
What-
on.
what number is it?
Hold on. I had to check our Anchor app. This is episode
believe-
5.
There you go.
It's episode 5. We have an audience of 4 now, and
Woo!
2 out of those 4 are probably us.
Wait, is that on Anchor?
Yeah, that's actually on Anchor.
Then it is not me.
Oh, really? It's not you.
I did not download Anchor. I don't actually know what Anchor is.
Download Anchor, please. Thanks.
No, see, I give us the watch on YouTube.
I give the watch on YouTube. I actually have not checked our views on YouTube.
I'll let you know.
I'm about to look too.
On averaging 2 views
Sick.
on the handful of episodes that are up. Oh,
Oh,
no, wait,
yeah.
sorry. Whoa, I was looking at the wrong numbers.
Oh, we got 2 views in 8 hours? Wow,
Yeah.
our Weeb episode actually got 24
yeah.
episodes. 24
Yeah,
views.
I'm kind of proud of that one, actually, because that was just nonsense.
Oh, well, so what I did recently was I was like, you know what, we're not getting a lot of trafficking, and I'm really serious about this and I want this to work. I started like putting promotions out there. We have like a TikTok, we have an Instagram,
Wait. Oh, no, wait. I knew about the Instagram. I follow that one.
yeah, we have a
I
TikTok.
didn't know about the TikTok. I didn't
Yeah.
know we had a TikTok.
We get hundreds of views on those TikToks. And
Wow.
and I put our links on there, and I do advertisements. I was like, let's see how much advertisements are. They're only like $1. So I put up an advertisement. And one of the episodes that got that advertisement was that Weeb episode. And you could
dope.
see, you could tell that people are watching that episode.
Sick.
So I feel real bad because I have not been checking it. But we've been getting a lot of like bot comments. So
I did see a few of those. I think
So-
on that Weeb episode.
yeah, there's a lot of
There
bots.
was one. Yeah, there's one on there. We should probably go in and delete it.
Uh-oh.
I don't think it's an okay thing. I'm not gonna click on it, but
Oh no, is it? Oh no, I haven't been checking.
either way, it's there.
Well, I'll go delete it. And so yeah, I tried doing that. We've our Instagram doesn't have actually like gained a few followers. Our TikTok though, I have to update it for today's episode that came out.
Do you realize? So I'm looking at the banner that's on the channel page.
Mm-hmm.
You spelt TikTok wrong.
That's fine.
Okay, just letting you know.
That's absolutely fine. You sound like my sister. She tells me that like I think I spelled like tick. I think I spelled like once I put TIC or something. I put like tic tac.
Yeah.
I did like tic tac.
Yeah, no, this time you got TIIKTOK.
Oh, I put an extra I.
TikTok.
TikTok. I'll leave it there. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just watch this damn videos. I'm really proud of the last episode that came out. That one I had the most fun editing because I just added like a bunch of songs. You never got back to me on the patent pending song you wanted to use, so I used the only song that was not copyrighted.
Well, that's good. I haven't listened to that one yet. I'm gonna listen to it later tonight.
Okay, good. I won't tell you which one I picked then, because that's the only.
No.
Like, I literally went through all of their songs, and that's the only one that's not copywritten.
Dope.
Mm-hmm. And that one was really fun editing, because, like, I'm getting more into editing, so I'm, like, looking into things to make the edits more fun, and because I'm trying to do fun edits for my Let's Play channel. It's not even really a Let's Play channel. Just on when I do
It's
my
your
Twitch,
streaming thing, and then
yeah, whatever I have on stream and I edit it down.
right.
And I got into like green screening on those videos, and
Ooh,
oh,
fancy.
they're ridiculous. They're so stupid, and adding audio and zoom ins, and I tried to get Adobe Studio, and that stuff is wild. Like, oh, I gave up on it after like a week.
That's fair.
And super, yeah, because it kept crashing. Like, I spent like 3 hours trying to edit, I think it was our video and my stream videos, and they just kept crashing. And I was just like, I'm about to spend $20 a month for this? Absolutely not. Uninstall.
Ooh, no. Gone.
Absolutely. But it's just, it has so many more features than what I'm currently using has. But
Right.
and I look up like a ton of videos about this editing software, and people are not using it to its full advantage. And
oh, of course not. A majority of the programs that people use to do editing and stuff, they are using wildly wrong, and they don't need to be paying whatever the hell they're paying. They could get away with iMovie or Windows Movie Maker or whatever they want to use, and you know, but because it's like, oh, I got this crazy big program, like, oh, it makes me look better. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's just like, but that's what I wanted to do. I really wanted to get like better software to do really fun edits on, because that's honestly the reason why I watch videos. Like, if there's good edits, I'm doing it. Like, I'm definitely watching it more if there's fun edits. And I like doing the edits because it makes me laugh while I'm editing.
Right,
if
of
it makes me laugh during editing, it's gonna make someone else laugh. Well, I hope. And so yeah, that's correct. And I'm just getting so lazy now because I'm backlogging. So I'm just like, man, I gotta edit these. I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to do anything right now. I was like, I just want to watch Markiplier and my all my Corey Kenshin and all my other YouTubers and just go to bed. Now this is about to be anime watching part 2, man, because I'm about to talk about all the animes I've been watching again.
All right, I mean, I'm down for that. We can talk about that.
So I downloaded Funimation on my TV because Netflix wasn't showing me any good animes to watch. So I downloaded Funimation, did like a trial, and there was this one show. You know how I'm into the Danganronpa, so I watched season 3 of that. That was cool. It was okay. Very confusing. And then I watched this thing called The King's Game. It's basically Danganronpa, but like completely different. So here, how the hell do I describe this? So it's called The King's Game, and what happens is everybody has to follow what the king's orders are. If you don't, you get punished. So the punishment can range from, oh, your punishment is you gotta tell your crush you like them, or kill yourself, or you die.
Extreme.
Oh, it's very and that's what's crazy about it, because you don't know what it's gonna be, and everybody goes crazy. They're just like, okay, and the requests get harder and harder. So at first it starts like the king's request is, you can't cry for the night. Nobody can cry. If you cry, you break the rules and you get punished. The punishment was dying of natural causes. So you would just die of a heart attack, die of choking, die of the rain hitting you in the face and you getting an allergic reaction, like something like that. It's a wild, and nobody knows where it came from, so they think it's a virus. They think it's a virus that turned in digital. So that's why they get text messages. So the virus is attached to this text message, and the text message is the virus. And the only way for the game to, the virus to die is if everybody involved in the game dies. It's a wild. I love animes like that. I love psychological horrors. So, and it reminded me of Danganronpa. So that one was banger. Like, I banged through that in 2 days. That's so good. It was so good because it started getting wild. It was like everybody has to cut off a limb and make a human doll. Like, it was wild. Like, good stuff.
Interesting.
So that's a good one. If you like horror, I definitely recommend The King's Game. What's another one? King's Game. Let me bring up my Funimation real quick, because that was the one that, like, really. Dead Man's Wonderland, that was it was okay. Now I know why it was a little hard for me to get through. It starts off wild, but it gets a little slow after the first episode. Dead Man's Wonderland is basically like the name of a prison. So it's basically everybody living in a prison. Prison school. Steven.
Prison school?
Please tell me you've heard of Prison School.
No.
Steven?
I think you need to give me your login information for Funimation.
I
can watch this.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna tell you the premise of that show. You're gonna have to watch that. And Prison School. This is like, I don't want to say anything now because I feel like I'll give it away. But when you get a chance, find Prison School. Prison School? Prison School. All right, there.
Now, and then, oh wait, hey, it's on Hulu.
Go ahead, watch Prison School when you get a chance.
All right, I edited. It's not dubbed.
Yes, on Funimation it's dubbed, so I'll just give you my
you gotta give me a thing.
I'll give you the login because they gave me it
later.
Yeah, they gave me another month free, so go ahead and watch it.
It's hella rad.
Yeah, it's
it's a lot. Is it my anime or your anime?
Neither.
Oh, perfect then.
Cause I couldn't get past the first episode. I couldn't do it. But I could do it.
Wait a minute. You watched less than one episode.
Couldn't do it.
You're telling me to watch it.
I only watched one episode. Exactly one episode.
You watched the whole episode, though.
Mm-hmm. The whole episode. Can't do it.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Okay. Sure. I'll do it.
Maybe you
next time
can?
we record, we'll talk about that.
Maybe you can?
I'll come and explain it terribly.
Oh yeah, that'll be part 2. 2 weebs explain anime poorly. But yeah, that one was but the one that I'm like, I gotta get a chance to watch it. It's called Love is War. Love is War, because I always see it on TikTok, so that's another one I really, really want to watch. And oh, there's one I think you would like. It's called Africa Salesman.
I'm sorry?
It's called Africa.
Oh, you're throwing so many things out of me.
It's called Africa Salesman. And it's about office life in Japan.
Africa Salesman or Africa Salaryman?
Oh, sorry, Africa Salaryman, sorry.
Okay.
Africa
I'm seeing some pictures of it.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Come on, you like Beastars. If you like Beastars, you're gonna like this. There's a toucan playing the Switch.
Yeah, but I liked Beastars because it's like, okay, this is fun. But I liked the other one better, BNA.
Oh, BNA was good too. I liked BNA.
BNA was a lot better than Beastars, in my opinion.
Everybody ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What?
Beastars.
I didn't say it was bad. I said one was better than the other one.
No,
I want them. I know they're doing a season 2 of Beastars.
Oh, the manga's still ongoing too.
Oh yeah, no, but they're gonna do another season of the anime.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, do
but
it.
BNA, I haven't heard any news, and I want there to be more of it.
Yeah, what didn't we binge that in one night?
Yes, because it's only about 8 episodes, maybe less.
It was
I
so
don't
good.
know.
It was that season finale is wild on that
Yes,
show. That season finale is wild.
the whole show itself is wild. I mean,
She's a cute little Tanuki.
yeah. It's actually 12 episodes, but
Damn,
yeah. So
really?
we took 6 hours and just knocked it out, and it was well worth it.
It was really good. But I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard anything about it. I don't think it got a positive like following, but it was really good. I
I
really
don't
liked it.
care what it got. I liked it.
Oh man, Steven. But yeah, that one. So Africa Salaryman, that's the one I want to watch, and Servant X Service. There's like so many good animes on this thing, and I want to get Crunchyroll next because the one anime I'm currently trying to watch because everybody likes this anime, and
Is
I don't think I'm gonna pronounce it.
What is it?
I don't think I'm gonna pronounce it right. Hi Haikyuu? Haikyuu?
Haikyuu, the volleyball,
Yeah.
the volleyball boys.
The volleyball boys.
Yeah.
So I was
yeah, it's Haikyuu. Uh, it's supposed to be very, very good. I don't like sports.
Oh, that's the thing. There's only one sports anime that I have finished front to back, and it's Slam Dunk, and that came out in like the 80s. And that's a really good one because it's funny. It's like really funny sports anime, but it also gets really intense. Like it's great. It's not subbed. I'm sorry, it's not dubbed. That's like the only anime I like. When I was a kid, I like watched that through. It came on like Toonami once, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm tuning in for this," and because I really like basketball. And there's another basketball anime that's out right now called Kuroko's Basketball, and that one's supposedly really good. My boyfriend recommended that one to me. He's like, Marcina, I know you like basketball. Watch this anime. I'm like, I don't like sports animes except Slam Dunk. I literally have a mug with Slam Dunk stickers all over it.
Oh God.
I love basketball. But I don't like it's good, bro. It's good. I'm
all right.
Well, Slam Dunk is good. I'll Slam Dunk is banging. But Haikyuu. I'm sorry, everyone.
Just pronounce all of the letters. Haikyuu.
Haikyuu. That's actually it's okay. I'm not a volleyball person, so
yeah, I'm not a fan of volleyball in and of itself. Yeah, so I decided not to watch it.
But everybody says it's really good, and honestly, the moments that are really good, they're really good. But I'm not feeling it. The characters are fun. But I feel so bad because I know a lot of people like this anime, and I feel like I'm crapping all over it. But it's okay. I'll finish it. Fine. I'll definitely finish it just to say like, yeah, I watched all of it. It wasn't my cup of tea. Yeah. But what?
I'm listening.
No, what were you saying?
No, go. I was gonna change the topic, but keep going. Finish your thought.
Long story short, watching this made me want to watch Slam Dunk, so I watched Slam Dunk. I love basketball.
I enjoyed these other sports, so I watched the one I like.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I didn't like the volleyball aspect, so I watched this other one.
Cool. I, on the other hand, have been doing the thing I hate, which is watching subbed anime.
Dude, honestly, if you would have told me that like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I would have been like, first of all, dude, only the best of the best watch subbed anime. But now,
yeah,
I get you. I get you.
I got things to do. Like I can't take all of my time and just like, okay, I need to stare at the screen and read. I got
Read.
books I gotta read. I got other things I gotta work on to read. Like, I got stuff. But so I've been doing, uh, because the new season of My Hero is out. Everybody's posting all the spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be spoiled, so I'm watching the sub.
Wow. Well, honestly, that has such a big following, and people really like that show. That's understandable.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the.
so that's the one. The other show that I'm watching the sub of, nobody's posting anything about.
Which
And
one?
it's
Oh, Attack on Titan?
now.
Really?
People are posting about that too, but I don't really care as much. Like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember, or if, like, Hulu reminds me that there's a new episode out, I'll go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like, oh shit, it's Sunday night, I gotta go check this out.
Mm-hmm.
No. The other one, which nobody is talking about, is the new Digimon series that is out.
Oh, of course. I'm honestly not surprised.
Yeah, like, I mean, that I was always a Digimon over Pokemon kind of guy.
Of course.
Which, sure, let's start that debate in the comments. But yeah, they decided to do a new run of like the original cast and crew.
No way.
Yeah, like all updated things, a whole updated story.
Oh.
All very good things.
Mm-hmm.
Um they've given like new evolutions to certain characters, which is like whatever, it's kind of cool, but
Mm-hmm.
it's thrown me off because like some of the storylines are like one for one, and then other ones I'm like, wait, how the hell did we get here?
Mm.
But it's just like that's one of the ones that I watch subbed, even though nobody's talking about it, and there's not a single spoiler anywhere on the internet for it.
Dude, you should be happy about that.
Oh, I'm thrilled, but at the same time, like, I know it's not going to get a dub, so that's why I have to watch it subbed.
Not yet. It might not get a sub now.
If anything, it's going to be in like 5 years, and I'm not.
I'll be less interested by then.
Yeah.
I would have watched.
I won't be interested. Like, I'm still like so they just also released a new lineup for the card game.
And you just I remember
that nobody plays.
I remember you got into card collecting again.
Sort of. It's really only the one set of cards that I decided to buy.
Mm-hmm.
But if there was another set of cards that I would go for, it would be the new Digimon line. But nowhere near me carries them.
Oh boy. Oh dude,
yeah.
Just but I don't know. It's like, well, what's great about Steven is Steven didn't discriminate. Like, he wasn't just oh man, only Pokemon is cool, only Digimon was cool. He likes both. He likes.
Oh no, listen.
Both.
I love both, but I pay more attention to. I know more about the Digimon stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I don't really know. Like,
really?
Actually, it might be equal.
I was like, I think it might be equal.
Like, I definitely have an abundance of useless knowledge about Pokemon, just because there's more games that I've played. I mean, I've played all the main series and a bunch of the spin-offs, and I think on the last episode, or 2 episodes ago, whenever we were talking about games, I was really excited about Pokemon Snap, which still isn't out as of this recording. But at the same time, every time a new Digimon game is released, I'm like, all right, I need, like, I'm pre-ordering it, I'm downloading it midnight, like, I gotta know the storyline kind of thing.
That is definitely, yeah, so that's what I've been told by, like, multiple people, and even, I would say, nerd experts, I'm using quotation marks, who have told me, like, the story is much darker and much more intense than Pokemon is. Like, Pokemon is, like, very bubbly, upbeat. It has its moments of, like, darkness and sadness, but it's real. Like, Digimon, they say, is, like, times 10. And I'm like, ooh, I don't think I'm ready for that.
Again, it depends on which version you're watching. So, like, Pokemon, since whenever the hell the anime came out, 90s, it's been the story of Ash going through his life as a 10-year-old for 25 years. Uh,
25
and trying
years.
to, trying to get all the badges and, doing his thing. And that's your guy. Like, he's your connection. Like, his friends, Misty, Brock, they come in and out, and whoever else shows up and they join. That's Pokemon. And it's always about, I gotta be, we gotta train and be friends, and hopefully we can beat the thing. But even if we don't, it's okay. We tried our best. And that's that. Whereas Digimon, on the other hand, season 1 is about these 7 kids, and you find out there's an 8th one at the end. And then season 2, it's about the 8 kids in the real world, not the digital world like the first one. And then season 3 is like you're bouncing between the 2 worlds. And then after that, it's like, all right, new kids. And so now we got, 5 or 6 new kids, and we're going to deal with them. And they get like 2 seasons worth of nonsense. And then the next season, it's a whole new set of kids again. So almost every season, there's new mechanics to the game. It's not just like, I send out fire type, I send out grass type, fire beats grass, done. It's like, well, I send out tiny dinosaur, you send out tiny werewolf. My tiny dinosaur turns into big dinosaur, your tiny wolf turns into big wolf. Well, now my dinosaur turns into metal covered dinosaur with cannons, and your werewolf gets some jorts. And then it's like, okay, now cover them both in metal and make them fight. And then, no, wait, now we're friends, and they can fuse.
What?
And yeah,
What the hell is this? This
sounds
what? Like a nightmare.
We're gonna change topics, because I could go on for at least another hour of talking about the ridiculousness and the design choices of Digimon.
I don't even know where to start. If I was like, let me watch a few episodes and get back on you, because I think I've only seen one.
Okay, so if you want to start watching Digimon, I'd say start with the original series. It's not pretty, but it at least gives you the base concept of everything.
That's fine. I like ugly looking beginning anime.
Yes. So you watch that. You can work your way through, all the series. When you get to Digimon Frontier, as it was called, that's my favorite season, actually, because the people turn into the Digimon, which makes no sense at all.
What?
Yeah, it gets very weird. And then there's like a 6-part movie series based on the original cast, but it's like real time. So in the original series, they were like 10 years old, and now in the movie, they're like 30 years old. So the 20 years between then and now has actually passed in the show. And now there's some other crap that they got to deal with. And then you can watch the newest series, Digimon Adventure 2020.
Okay, so the original one is not called Digimon Adventure.
Oh no, it is. So there's Digimon Adventure, which is the very original series. There's Digimon Adventure 02, because it came out in 2002.
Very clever.
Great title scheming. That's like the second generation of Digimon anime.
Okay, sweet. It's on I found Digimon Adventure from 99. It came out and it's on Hulu. Sick.
Yeah, that one. That's the one you want. That's the original.
Okay,
so you watch those.
There's only one season. And
is there? Maybe
It
I have. Maybe I'm adding shit.
well, it's one season and it's got like 54 episodes. And then season 2 only has one.
Oh, which means they don't have everything.
Probably.
Yeah, so you're gonna find it. There's a lot more to it than that. But yes, you watch Digimon Adventure, you watch Digimon Adventure 02, then comes Digimon Tamers, where they have to actually use the card game that exists in their world. Like, it's the same card game that we had, but they also played it in their world. But they have to use the cards to help power up their Digimon, which
Okay.
is nonsense. Nonsense, I tell you. So you do that, and then comes Digimon Frontier, which my favorite season, everybody else in the community hates. They think it's terrible, but I love it. And then
why do they think it's so terrible?
So for one, like I mentioned before, the human people in the show turn into the Digimon. So they go around finding like what are they? The spirits of the 10 legendary warriors. And then they have to use those to turn into the Digimon. And it just becomes a lot of stupid, which I have accepted, which is why I love it. But also coming off the heels of the one where you have to like swipe cards through your Digivice to power up your guy, it's like meh, whatever. So yeah, so you can watch Digimon Frontier, and then if you're feeling froggy, you can watch the new Digimon Adventure 2020. Or prior to that, if you want to like cap off a saga, you watch the Digimon Adventure Tri series. It's Tri, Tri, as in like 3. Which that is a 6 or 7 part movie series. They're like hour-long episodes, really.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but there's only like 6 of them, and they go really quickly. But yeah, so you watch those, and they kind of cap the saga of the original crew.
Okay. Sounds like a lot.
Oh, it is.
Sounds
It
like
is because there's also so there's a ton of stuff like if you play the games and you know that the series doesn't explain to you. So like in the original thing, it's like, all right, so you got Agumon, and Agumon turns into Greymon, Greymon turns into Metal Greymon, Metal Greymon turns into War Greymon, and then War Greymon can DNA Digivolve to make Omnimon. And that's one of his lines.
Did you just curse at me?
Probably. Yeah. So
I just heard all that, and I'm like, what did you just say?
Oh yeah, none of it means anything. You're gonna have fun editing this by putting up all those pictures.
Oh hell no, I ain't.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna put the absolute opposite of what these things are.
That's fine.
Or what?
So,
I'm gonna
like,
Google what I think they are.
That's fine. So yeah, so like that's Agumon's main line of evolution. But he can like instead of at the beginning it's like Agumon Greymon, Agumon can also turn into like Tyrannomon, which is just another dinosaur. Like, and then from there he turns into Metal Tyrannomon and then Rusted Tyrannomon. Like,
so
it's my favorite example of this is like, okay, you have Pikachu, because everybody can relate to Pokemon apparently. So Pikachu turns into Raichu, right? And then Raichu turns into like Zapdos. And then Zapdos turns into Dragonite. None of it makes sense. But what if Pikachu also evolved into Charizard? And then Charizard with a gun. And then Charizard wearing pants. That's Digimon.
That is probably the most clearest analogy you just gave me. I was like, Okay, that makes more sense. I was like,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's like it still has the same mechanic, except for the fact that like at the end of the fight, your Digimon gets exhausted, and then it de-digivolves. It goes back into its tiny little cute baby stage.
so that's like if your Charizard got tired and went back to a Charmander.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
So like you
no,
no,
I don't
so
want
like
that.
no, so here's how that would work. So me and you are fighting. I send out a Charmander. You send out a Squirtle.
Okay.
About halfway, like because it's a 3-stage evolution. So a third of the way through the fight, uh, I'm clearly going to lose because water versus fire. So I power up my guy and have him evolve. So now it's a Charmeleon versus a Squirtle. And you're like, well, two could play that game. So your guy evolves, and now it's Charmeleon versus War Turtle. And then another, few minutes go by in the fight, and I'm still losing. So I'm like, no, I could believe that I'm stronger. And now my Charmeleon evolves into a Charizard. And now it's Charizard versus War Turtle. And you're like, again, two could play this game. So now you evolve up, and now it's Charizard versus Blastoise. And then I eventually wind up losing just because type advantages. And then at the end, they both return to Charmander and Squirtle. And you get to do it every time you want to battle. At least in the anime. In the video games, they stay however you have them. Just because otherwise it'd be ridiculous.
You know the 95 dial-up tone? That's literally what
I'm
happened
sure
to
you
me.
just put it in, like as like low underneath my talking and like all sorts of weird voice stuff, just like happened.
No, it's super. I've honestly never gotten to a I think briefly we've talked about Digimon with you and like you
We've
watching the
mentioned
new
it
show,
quickly, yeah.
but I've never actually sat down and actually listened to it, except like one like podcast I listened to like briefly talked about it. But I've never actually understood like, oh yeah, they have weird evolutions, but then you're like, no, they have weird evolutions, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I mean,
Rusted. I was like, Rusted is bad.
yeah, I
Rusted
didn't
is
mean for this to turn
bad.
into the I didn't mean for this to turn into the Digimon podcast episode. Um I kind of wanted to save that for its own thing, but I guess we're here now.
I guess no, that's fine, man. Like, if somebody out there
Yeah.
is gonna like this.
Oh, nobody's gonna like this.
There's another card type game that I never could get into, but my boyfriend's like was infatuated with. He actually like used to go to Chinatown in New York and play kids in tournaments for this card game.
Oh, are we talking about Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh, I'm gonna put the clip for the time
No,
to
it's not. No, it's not. It's not time to duel.
I'll cut halfway because that's really funny.
I think I still have some of my cards. I gotta find them.
That's another one
Uh,
I couldn't get into. Like he loves that. Like we were talking
so
about
like
it.
Yu-Gi-Oh was the middle school Magic the Gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you played Yu-Gi-Oh in middle school, chances are you now play Magic and have an unhealthy obsession with it. Um, and the reason I say that is because I do it. Like I play on the online occasionally. I'm not good at it. I don't claim to be good. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh I was way into. I had all the cards. I had the heart of the cards. And yeah. That was another one. It was like that one really was like, hey, let's make a TV show to sell kids playing cards.
Oh yeah, 100% the show for cards.
Like Pokemon, it was like, yeah, we created this cute video game. Let's see if we can market a TV show based vaguely on the games, because
Mm.
like Ash isn't in the games.
Mhm.
There's Red, who's kind of the Ash surrogate, but
That's
not.
that's not Ash.
No.
That's not
And
Ash.
so like you got that, but then but like it's mainly like, hey, again, we're marketing a TV show to sell cards because Pokemon was a card game first.
Mhm.
And then I mean Digimon did the same thing, kind of. Like they marketed a TV show to sell cards to kids so that they can fake gamble.
Mhm.
And it's
More.
like, well, I'm gonna put up my best card, and you put up your best card, and whoever wins gets to keep the two cards.
Mhm.
And then like an hour later, you're crying to your mom, and he stole my card, and blah blah blah. It's like, no, you're an idiot. You lost fair and square. You shouldn't have bet that valuable thing you cared about.
Mhm. Absolutely. Oh man. But yeah, he talks about like his Yu-Gi-Oh days, and man, I think I may still have like my whole like binder full of Pokemon cards, but the crazy thing was I never played. Like I never played a single card game in my life. I was like I just collected them cuz
Of
they were
you've never played the Pokemon card game?
never.
Okay. Uh,
I've
so
only
that's another one that I play online.
get
You can
online?
download it. Yeah, you go to like, yeah, just on your Google, type in Pokemon TCG online, and a little app will come up, and you can download it and install it onto your computer, and then you just play. Like you learn how to play the Pokemon card game. The same way they use the Magic one. I'm pretty sure there's a Yu-Gi-Oh one, maybe. I don't know. Uh,
Definitely should
just
be.
they're because like Yu-Gi-Oh has like console games. Like, there's a
Oh yeah.
PS4, there's a PS4 game for Yu-Gi-Oh that you can play and get ranked and all that stuff. Um, there's definitely not one for Digimon, or at least not one that I've found yet. If somebody finds one and wants to let me know about it so I can play that, it'd be fabulous. Because I've only ever played the physical card game once, because I've only ever met one other person that knew how to play it. Because it was even so like in scalability of like easy to play from like easiest to hardest, it's like easiest probably Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh is
Really?
well because like all the like if you buy a starter deck, it came with a little booklet that you flip through real quick, but that at least told you how to play. And then like if you watch the anime, not season 1, because they were playing fast and loose with all the rules. If you watch like season like 2 on of the anime, they at least tell you the rules.
Mhm.
Uh, so, but even just like reading the bottom of the cards, it's like, okay, I can figure this out. There's an attack, a defense. It has this much power level, and I can't summon something with more power than this. Fine, I get X number of life points and whatever. So that's like base level. Next up would probably be the Pokemon card game. It's a little bit harder, but yeah, it's still in that range.
Mhm.
Uh, After that comes Magic, which a lot of people are intimidated by because it's like, oh, I only have 20 points, but this guy's like a 4, and that's a quarter of my health. That's fine. That guy's never going to get to attack you anyway because you're going to destroy it.
Dude,
Uh,
that game makes me feel like an idiot. I had a
right.
friend. I had a friend in. I don't know if you remember Adam. Um,
Oh yeah, no, I totally remember Adam. He was a cool dude.
Adam. He was so good at that game, and I sat him down and I was like, dude, can you like try to explain this game to me? Like, I really wanna, cause everybody was playing it.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of the theater kids were playing it, and I was just like, hey, I really want to learn this. And he goes, sure. So you got to do this. You got to turn it. You got to make sure your monsters are all out. And I'm just
Right.
like, oh my god, I'm an idiot. I don't.
Yeah.
I
Oh
can't
yeah.
play this. I can't play this.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I
So
can't play this.
yeah. So Magic gets pretty difficult. So like again, it's like Uh, elementary school kids can play Yu-Gi-Oh. They'll figure it out. Middle school kids play Pokemon. High school kids play Magic. And then, because it made absolutely no sense, you got the Digimon card game.
Mm-hmm.
It was harder than Magic. Like I said, I've played it once in my life, and we sat there with like the little rule book every other second. It was like, okay, can I do this? The rule book says I can do this. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna play this, and then what happens next? Let's consult the rule book again. Like every step of the way, it was rulebook city. But
that you shouldn't have to wait.
Yeah, no.
If you
It
need
should
a
be
rule
like
book,
it. Yeah. Well, no. Like I understand the rule book for like the first game, or like I read it on my own, you read it on your own. We both have a vague understanding of it. This way, when we come together, we can play. Absolutely none of that happened.
yeah, that's why I was like, I'm gonna have to pass on that, dog. That's gonna be.
It's
now that I'm a functioning adult, quote using quotation marks,
yeah.
I think I'd totally try to get into it, but I probably won't. Like now that I have like money that I could be able to spend on the cards, but I'd probably get like some type of starter deck that's really cheap and then try to see if I could do it. But
which card game?
I guess Yu-Gi-Oh, since like my boyfriend is like pretty like inept with that game, and he used to be really.
So Yu-Gi. So okay. So like, the Pokemon card game is still pretty much the same as when it originated. Like you get Pokemon, you got energy cards. You use the energies to level up your Pokemon, and you go from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you use attacks, and sometimes it says flip a coin or roll a die, and you do that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's Pokemon. That's been pretty much consistent since like '96 when it came out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Magic. There's been some like obviously as they released more cards, some cards kind of break the game. There's a handful of those, where it's like this. And we made this card. It was really powerful at the time, but then we wanted everything to scale along with it, and it just couldn't. So we're gonna put this card on the ban list, and we'll make a new one. But that's Magic. Yu-Gi-Oh, on the other hand, because it's the how do I explain this? They wanted to make the TV show interesting, so every season they had to update it and create new game mechanics that also translated into the card game. So there's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Vanilla, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1, again, Season 1, 2 of base card game. Pretty easy to understand. Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays, impossible. If you're a brand new player and you're trying to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, Godspeed.
That's funny you say that, because that's kind of what like what my boyfriend said. He was like, he says like he's like he remembers like the early based game, but he's like, honestly, if I were to pick up the card game now, I definitely wouldn't know what to do. He's like these still up to date, like with the current rules, would probably smoke me. Yeah. And I was like, dang, it's been that long for you? He's like, yeah, I haven't played in a really long time.
So I stopped paying attention to it and collecting back when the anime season would have been 5Ds. I don't know what year that was, but Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds was the title of the anime. And that's when they started coming out with like random nonsense of special rules. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Kingdom, Battle City, and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is where I played up till. because the rules were fairly simple. It was that you got 3 types of summoning, uh, or maybe 4, and it's my monster has a bigger number than your monster, I win.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was it back then. But now it's like, all right, I gotta synchro summon this to XYZ summon to do this guy so that he can bring in that guy. And there's all these number cards, which are apparently special. I don't know what they mean. Uh, there's just a lot of nonsense with it.
Oh man, so much. It's like it's the same. It's like what a friend said to me. Cause I had a friend who was really into. This is not even a card game that I'm bringing up, but things change over time. Rules develop, things get
Yeah.
like changed.
Oh, of course.
Same thing happened with WoW. Like I had a friend who was playing since vanilla, and she was like, "Yeah, if I pick up that game again, I would have no idea where to start." She's like,
Yeah,
"It is not the same game."
I get that
Yeah,
because
it's not
even
the same game.
like again, even a lot of games are like that. You progress with the series and you do all this stuff. But it's also like you have to look at it coming in. Like I understand you want to keep your older uh people that have been with you for years and decades even.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to keep them fresh and interested, but you got to look at it at some point and go, "Hey, we're marketing this to like 15-year-olds and our client base is 45." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we're trying to get the 15-year-olds to play it because they're the dumb ones and reckless with their money that
Mm-hmm.
they don't actually have. Like they're stealing from their parents or asking their parents to, you know, buy them cards.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, no, only the dudes who are 45 and make a 6-figure, a year kind of thing are buying these packs and are playing the game. Whereas like Pokemon, they've been really good. Mainly because they release a new game every 3 years or so, 4 years, whatever it is. And nothing has changed about the actual card game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's still like you collect a pack, you summon a basic, first in the evolutionary line monster Pokemon, and you can't evolve them until you draw the appropriate card. Like if I summon a Squirtle, can't turn into a Wartortle till I have a Wartortle card. Can't turn into a Blastoise till I have a Blastoise card, and it needs, a certain amount of energies on it to use an attack. Like it's very basic.
I was gonna say with Pokemon, no, since it's basic, because they don't really focus their energy on their card games. It's mostly the video games that they pay a lot of mind on. But again, even the video games follow the same format. Like
Right. It's you're a 10-year-old. You're ready to go and
become the greatest that ever was. Gotta catch
right.
them all.
You're
You
gonna
know what
be
I'm saying?
you're gonna be the league champion someday. But first you got to get 8 badges, and
Mm-hmm.
then you gotta, you know, ooh, there's a legendary on the loose, and he's causing trouble, and you got to go get him.
That's
That kind of
crazy.
thing.
Like I don't. I guess because with those other cards, they have to try to make themselves unique and try not to be like, oh, or try not to be brought up as, oh, they're just trying to copy Pokemon or
Well,
something
but
like
see,
that.
well, I mean, but that's the whole thing. Like, okay, so they each do have their own thing. Like Magic, they get really high-end professionals to do the artwork for their cards.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon's whole aesthetic is one dude. It's Ken Sugimori, and he designs. They bring him an idea, and he goes, "Okay, give me a second. Let me see what I can come up with." He comes up with some, and they go, "Okay, perfect. That's the thing now. This is how it will be drawn. This is proportions and everything, and that's it." And then they ship it off to the background artists. Um, but Pokemon's aesthetic is usually soft and cute and round, whereas Magic is demons and hellspawn,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and it doesn't that's their aesthetic. Yu-Gi-Oh has its own aesthetic where it's like everything it's closer to like an anime aesthetic because there's a lot of humanoid monsters and creatures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, So that's their aesthetic. Digimon, on the other hand, has no aesthetic whatsoever. Every time they want to create a new Digimon, they bring in a new artist. And I know that's not correct, but that's how it feels. Like, I'm sure there's like a team of like 10 people that have designed all of the Digimon since the 90s, but their aesthetic gets so wild every time. Like I was saying before, it's like tiny wolf, bigger wolf, wolf with jorts, full metal wolf. Like,
Rusted wolf.
yeah, like, and again, the rusted wolf is different from the full metal wolf, who's different from the wolf in jorts, who's different from just this other wolf. Like, they're wild stuff.
I gotta look up
And
this damn. I gotta look up this goddamn wolf in shorts.
his name is Where Garurumon.
You know what? I'm not even gonna look it up now. I'm gonna look it up when I'm editing, so I could be
Oh
surprised
yeah, no,
and
please,
be like, "This
please.
is." I'm gonna literally look up wolf in jorts, and I'm gonna put up the first thing I find.
Hold on, wait.
Are you gonna verify that so I don't put up something crazy? So I don't put up anything crazy.
I want you to at least put. Yeah, no, okay, it's not. Can you at least type Digimon next to it?
No,
Because otherwise, you're not gonna get it. Oh, come on, it's like it's actually not even the first one. Oh no, it is the first one. Okay.
I told you I'm just typing in wolf in jorts.
The third one is the good one. But even that, it's like, okay, so I just pulled it up. I typed wolf in jorts Digimon. The first one is the guy I've been talking about. The second one is not, but it is a different wolf in what appears to be leather bondage gear, maybe.
Excuse me.
But then the third image goes back to the right guy.
Oh Lord, it goes to the right guy.
And the fourth image is a perfect explanation of the Pokemon versus Digimon evolution.
Well,
I'm sure you'll find this, but it says Pokemon evolution, and then it has like a kitten, and then like a bobcat, and then a lion. And that's Pokemon evolution. Digimon's evolution is kitten, velociraptor, refrigerator with a submachine gun. And I wish that was a joke.
But that's actually in the picture.
No, that is the picture I'm looking at. But I wish that was a joke about Digimon's evolution lines. But
you're gonna have to send me that picture.
I don't have the information to find that evolution line, but I'm sure somebody has the knowledge of like, oh yeah, that's this Digimon, blah blah blah, and he turns into this one and so on, and that's how this image was made.
Oh boy. But yeah, you gotta send me that one so I can use that in the edit.
Of Digimon that wear jorts. Wow.
Oh boy, that's just a Digimon.
This one's a lion. It's a wolf. That's a biker guy. There's a lot of these guys. Wow. Anyway,
things wearing pants. So
that's Digimon.
We're at an hour.
Pokemon versus Yu-Gi-Oh versus Magic the Gathering. The card games from the 90s that were marketed just to sell cards.
Specifically Yu-Gi-Oh. That shit was made for cards, bro. That shit was totally made for cards. The next week we're definitely gonna talk about Dungeons and Dragons, because that is not made to. I don't know. Is that made to sell? It's made to sell dice. It's totally made to sell die. And yeah, that's it. Because we're at like an hour.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hey, there you are. Sorry, I lost you there for a minute. I think my headphones died.
That's okay. I was just telling everyone that the next one is definitely, we'll talk about Dungeons and Dragons. No, we're going to get a recap of you watching Prison School and Africa Salesperson, whatever, salesman, salaryman.
Yes, I will watch those two on before our next recording. I will watch both of them to whatever the completion of episodes that are online are, and then from there we will then do a Dungeons and Dragons episode, because it's kind of weird that we haven't done one yet.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking about them. Like, we're talking about card games, and we're like, the one game that we're like both super passionate about, like, game is Dungeons and Dragons. But that'll be next week. A cliffhanger. Tune in to that. All right, everyone. Bye.